That's nice. Oh, I can see.
Duckboat Dispatch, episode number 32. We are in week 17 of the NFL season, and we are on Christmas Eve recording. It's going to come out on Christmas, and let me tell you, you have three of the least jolly people together right now. Not a single...
literally wearing a Santa.
Josh, before the show, we were in the studio for about 30 seconds before I hit the record button, and Josh is already throwing shots at me about how ugly I look.
Tell me when I don't.
It's just, I figured in the jolliest time of the year, you would be a little bit nicer. But it's okay, because I don't need you to be jolly, because our New England Patriots, big win on Sunday Night Football against the Baltimore Ravens, despite...
No music?
No music's already been faded out.
You didn't do music?
The open's already been faded out. I already faded the... Oh, I have it on preview, not live, whatever. I'll let it in post. Whatever. Whatever. No music today, maybe not. Debating getting a new intro song too as well. Hitting up Bobby, see if Bobby can hit us up with a little better beat, what I think would be fun. But anyways, back to football, because the Patriots, 12-3, they have a chance. They have a possibility of being the 1 seed if the Broncos lose one of their next 2 games and the Pats win out. So now we have to watch every single Broncos game as closely as we possibly can. If the Patriots want to get the 1 seed, the Celtics, big 14-point comeback in the fourth quarter against the Indiana Pacers. Jaylen, 20-point comeback. Brown had 14 points in the fourth quarter. Ended the game with 31. Jaylen Brown, sneaky, keeps this up, could be in the MVP conversation. He's got 30-plus points in his last 7 straight games, and the Celtics are a top 3 team in the East as of right now. And the Boston Bruins are falling apart right before our very eyes before the holidays. They've lost their last 4. Their last 2, they've allowed 6 goals against in both of those. 6-2 finals against the Senators, and then last night it was the Canadiens. Just a disgusting last 2 games for the Boston Bruins. And then the Red Sox, I don't know if it happened last week or if it was during the week, but they trade for Wilson Contreras, not Pete Alonso signing. He went to the Baltimore Orioles a few weeks ago. It's a right-handed bat at first base, but I was pretty upset by it. I got my grievances out the other day on the air at WEI. But we're here to talk football today because Sarah's here, and Sarah likes football. Once Sarah's done talking to Mac, we'll get to Sarah's tone setter.
He's not behaving. He's just staring at me.
He's also just not in a jolly mood. Show mascots not in a jolly mood. It's going to be an ugly episode.
Here he is. Come here. Well, he threw up on my bed this morning. He's right here.
And you want him, like, right in your face?
He's my dog. I don't care.
I feel like he'd smell bad.
Yeah, if you had like a newborn child and they threw up on you, would you just push
but
the
like
child
all
away?
babies get sick.
You know what was funny, Tom, actually? Again, at EEI, I was doing late night, and I was listening to segment from Arcan and Mego, and they were talking about how Josh Allen throws up before every game.
Yeah, and I can't do it.
And Arcan says, our producer Tom on Sundays has like the biggest fear of vomiting. It's like vomitophobia.
I do.
Have it too.
So
I genuinely do.
This isn't a shot at you for like if you ever decide to become a father, but I feel like you would like.
God damn it! Why is that playing now? There we go.
Tom's a horrible producer. I feel like that would be like your biggest struggle if you were to become a father. Like your baby would throw up and you just like be like, get it away from me.
Baby spit up, I'm fine with. I've taken care of plenty of my little cousins who have spit up on me. It's like actual vomit.
For me, it's a stomach bug. If you have the stomach bug, just stay away from me.
See, I just don't care.
Oh.
All right, well, with that... Yeah, it's gross. It's gross.
You don't like puke.
No. Let's get to Sarah's real tone setter, because I have a very strong idea of what it's going to be today.
Considering what she posted on the story?
I mean, I think you can almost predict 85% of Sarah's comments week to week at this point. I feel like you can predict most of them. Like 85%, like a good 70% hit rate, I could predict Sarah's comments throughout each week. Like week to week basis, I feel I could. But Sarah, give it your best shot to try to...
All I'm gonna say is you're welcome.
Who are we to?
For Trevor fucking Lawrence beating the Broncos, giving us that opening.
He did the good game by the Jags. I won't deny he had a good game. Jags defense is definitely one to worry about. They force turnovers at an unbelievable rate.
Oh yeah,
I believe they're number 1 in the NFL when it comes to forcing turnovers.
It's funny because they're like number 1 in the NFL for that, and then they're like the last in the NFL for something else, and I can't remember off the top of my head what it is.
Probably like red zone defense or something stupid like that. No, the Pats are in the bottom half of the red zone defense. Yeah. Or maybe it's like drives over like 70+ yards.
I think it has something to do with flags. I want to say it's like false starts or something like that. I don't know.
undisciplined team. I do like their head coach, though. I like Liam Cohen.
So,
I think he's a moron, but like a funny, likable moron.
Yeah.
As of right now, he's funny and likable.
And like, I weirdly think that he's really good for their team. Clearly.
I think he's really good for Trevor Lawrence. I think he's a QB guy. He was the offensive coordinator in Tampa Bay the last season is where he came from. And I think he's helped with the growth of Trevor Lawrence, who's having his best season by far. Far and away his best season in the league.
Yeah. I will say, as someone I've been a fan of Trevor Lawrence for almost 10 years now. And as someone who has watched almost every single game that he's played, he's looking better than he did now than he did, like, I want to say 5 or 6 years ago. Because at Clemson, he played great and he was dependent and he had these guys around him. Even like having Travis Etienne with him, I think helps. It's a sense of like, especially when he first started, it's a sense of comfort. Like, I've played with this guy before. I know what he's capable of. He knows what I'm capable of. And I just love seeing both of them kind of like grow together. And, you know, I hope they have a successful playoff run. And if they happen to meet up with the Patriots, I hope the Patriots fucking smoke them. But I will be there and I will be cheering for both sides. And then at the end, I'll be like, okay, Drake, like, kick it into gear. And I hope that, I don't know, I just hope they have a good playoff run because I feel like that team is deserving.
So because of the Jags win, the Broncos are now 12-3 again. So the Patriots have essentially regained that game they were behind on the Denver Broncos. But the issue is they don't have the tiebreaker because they lost to the Raiders. That game's coming back to bite them in the rear end. So in order for the Pats to be the 1 seed, the Broncos need to lose a game and the Pats need to win out. And the Broncos play, we'll get to it during sightseeing, spoiler alert. The Broncos play the Chiefs on Christmas tomorrow.
Yes.
And the Chiefs are out not only Patrick Mahomes, but
Gardner,
also their backup Gardner Minshew. So they're starting Chris Oladikin, I believe is how you pronounce his name. He went to South Dakota State. I don't think he's completed a pass in the NFL. I think he's had 1 play for 5 yards rushing, I believe is all of his career stats so far. So that'll be an interesting matchup against one of the best defenses in the NFL and the Denver Broncos. So that's a tough one for him on Christmas. And the Patriots have the Jets this week, the Dolphins next week, both teams starting backup quarterbacks, Jets third-string quarterback and Brady Cook. So it really comes down to week 18. It's going to be like the 3rd or the 4th. I don't know if there's a date for the game yet. Broncos, Chargers. Rooting for the Chargers hard on that one. And the Chargers are playing good football, but it's going to come down to that game for the 1 seed most likely. Josh?
Feed me that McConkey.
He got in the end zone. They beat the I was going to say they beat the brakes off the Cowboys, but they just beat them like, they didn't beat up on them, but they just beat them like without a doubt. They beat them. It wasn't like, oh, maybe this is going to go. No, they just beat them like clean.
Yeah. I will say, good news for you, Josh, or Tom. Your favorite NFL quarterback broke his hand.
Justin Herbert?
No.
He's been, who? JJ McCarthy? Oh, yeah, 9. I don't root for injuries, but again, another Christmas Day game. Yeah, it's just, he had another stupid video after they won the last time, too. I can't remember what the hell it was.
I feel like he's too cocky, and he's very much still in college. Like, he needs to hit that maturity and growth level for him to gain respect of other players in the NFL.
Oh, he's just ruining Justin Jefferson's season. I can't stand it. It's also like, I'm such a big Jefferson fan, and he's just a terrible quarterback, so it goes both ways.
Yeah.
Can't stand him either way. So 9 breaks his hand. We'll have another backup. It's like Max something, I want to say, is the QB for the Vikings. On Christmas tomorrow, they take on the Lions at 4:15. Let's get to our Patriots, though, because they had a quarterback injury in that game, too. Lamar Jackson goes down with the back injury and doesn't play any of the second half, I believe. So Snoop Huntley goes out there, and he played good. Snoop played good.
Well.
He played, not Lamar, but he played solid football. Definitely nervous. They had an 11-point lead in the 4th, and Drake Maye. This was kind of my first thoughts in this game was, I feel like every week any week we have gone into a game saying, Drake needs to do this. Drake needs to do that. Drake needs to prove he can not turn the ball over. Drake needs to be a runner this week, or Drake needs to do that. I feel like every single week Drake has come out and then done that in the next game. Because the big story going into this game was Drake hasn't had a 4th quarter comeback. He hasn't shown that clutch gene after that loss against the Bills. Drake needs to prove he has that clutch gene, and he goes out down 11 points in the 4th quarter and wills his team to a victory. Now, given he had some help because Jim, whatever Harbaugh is in Baltimore, just decided not to use Derrick Henry in the 4th quarter, who was just running all over the Patriots. So appreciate that from John. I think it's John Harbaugh.
I think it's Jim.
I think Jim's with the Chargers. Josh, any guesses?
Well, no, it's John.
John with the Ravens?
Yeah, John's with the Ravens. Jim's with the Chargers.
Are they brothers?
Yeah, they're twins.
Oh my God. I didn't know that.
You don't remember the 49ers Ravens Super Bowl from like 2012 and it was brother v brother?
No. The last brother v brother Super Bowl I remember was no, it was an AFC. Was it AFC? Was the McCourty twins when they played each other? Wasn't a Super Bowl. I
mean, Kelsey and Kelsey played each other in the Super Bowl a few years ago.
Yeah, that one obviously.
But before that, they were both the head coaches of the teams in the Super Bowl. I don't know about the McCourtys.
The McCourtys had one because the mom had a split jersey.
I don't remember it.
I don't know. Or it could have just been they were playing the same weekend. I don't know.
I mean, I know Jason was on the Browns for a while, so it could have been one of those where they played against each other in that situation.
That's why I was saying I don't think like it was a Super Bowl game. I don't know.
But either way, Drake Maye goes there and answers the questions that we had, unlike us being able to answer this very simple Jason McCourty question. And not only did he have a fourth quarter comeback, he finally threw for 300 plus yards, passing yards in the game, which is just something we've been waiting for all year long for it to finally happen, and it happened. So I just can't think of like what other questions I have for Drake Maye, and I'm sure some will pop up. The next one will be playoffs. Like, can you win a big playoff game, or can you win a big game week 18, a must-win game to get the 1 seed? We'll see what happens there. But that was my first initial thought to the game was, wow, John Harbaugh's an idiot, and Drake Maye's answered yet another set of questions that we had for him. And I don't think it puts him back in the MVP conversation because I think Stafford has that locked up. But again, I think Drake Maye has just time and time again answered the questions that we have for him each and every single week.
You know, I'm okay with him not being in the MVP conversation. Like, I think for him, he's such a humble guy that I think even his name coming up and getting the chance, and especially getting the chance on the road, I think that's enough for him.
Yeah,
like,
he's
gotten acknowledged. He's honestly, I'm going to give him credit. He's the best thing that's happened to the team this season.
I mean, it's either him or Vrabel. You pick one.
Maybe, and Henderson.
He's not in that category.
I love him.
Whoa,
you can love him, but when it comes to most important things to this team this season that have helped change the fortune of the Patriots, it's Vrabel and Maye.
There, bud. After Ramondre Stevenson got injured, who kept rushing for 5 touchdowns in 2 games and didn't fumble as much as the 1 yard line?
If you're telling me if you were to rank the most important let's tier it off, because that's one more of what I'm saying. If you were to tier off, like, you know, top tier, middle tier, bottom tier, reasons for the Patriots' success this season on the turnaround, you're telling me you put Trayvon Henderson on that top tier?
Yeah. I put Will Campbell in there too.
I would take the Will Campbell argument way over Trayvon, but I think that top tier is just Vrabel, Maye, pick your poison. Next tier is where you can put your Campbells, your Hendersons, your... Yeah, so you're agreeing with me, Sarah.
I'm not saying that Henderson is the main reason we're having a great season. I'm saying that he's one of them. Yeah,
and he's just like the obvious. Yeah, he's not on that same tier. I thought you were trying to. Okay, I thought you were trying to say it was those 3.
Number 1.
Josh is fuming somewhere.
Like, overall, like, he's one of the reasons we're having a great season.
Yeah, he's contributed, and everybody. That's been the story of this team, is everybody contributed. Because we saw it last week. Last week against the Ravens, Stephon Diggs in a monster game. The week before against Buffalo, quiet as all can be. And then Matt Collins in a big game against Buffalo. He had 1 or 2 big grabs. So it's just Hunter Henry. Like, it just rotates every single week. I'm sure Pop Douglas will have a big week, and then Booty will have and then Kyle. Like, it just rotates every single week.
Booty, I actually haven't checked, but Booty went off with an injury, and Henderson went off with a possible concussion.
I haven't read the injury report. Comes out on Wednesdays usually, but I don't know what the deal is with holidays.
I was so, like, not excited, but I was so shocked that Gardner Minshew might have torn his ACL the week following Patrick Mahomes tearing his ACL.
Horrible luck.
I know. That's why I was like, that's what, like, my main focus was on. I was like, there's no way that this just happened. I was like, I like Gardner Minshew. I don't have anything bad to say about him. I have no issue with him. So that would suck for him because he was kind of getting, like, his time. Whereas with Patrick Mahomes being who he is, Gardner Minshew is pretty much just going to ride the bench unless he gets hurt. Or there's, like, a 48-0 and they want to protect their quarterback.
Yeah,
like,
it's his chance to play, maybe earn some money on the offseason, another job.
Exactly.
But Josh, what was your takeaway from that Ravens game?
It was essentially like there was so much good, but so much bad as well. Like, yeah, you can go on about like, oh, the fourth quarter was so good, and they got their fourth quarter comeback. Drake Maye threw for 300 plus yards. Can we not talk about the god awful first three quarters we had? Like, I don't mean to ruin the holidays and the Christmas cheer and like be a downer on it all, but the first three quarters were terrible. Why was Christian Gonzalez letting Zay Flowers and DeAndre Hopkins absolutely go frenzy?
Getting cooked by like a 50-year-old D-Hop is a bad look.
Yeah, and so like obviously we got the answer of the question. Can Drake Maye have a comeback? Yada yada yada. Play 60 minutes, 300 plus yards. Sure. I don't want that though. If we're going into the playoffs, like that's the thing. Like, yeah, you can check that off on the checklist for things he can do. But if we're talking about like again dwindling down to the end of the season, you just had not an ugly loss against the Bills, but you had a loss against the Bills. Then you just had this fourth quarter comeback against the Ravens, who are 7-7 going into this game. I don't like how we're looking at the end of the season, and so I'm all one for give me the toughest matchup in the playoffs. I don't care if we have to go against the Bills or the Texans in round one. I really don't. Give me whoever. But I just don't like how we're looking right now, especially when it comes to the end of the season.
Now,
I agree.
I don't disagree with you. The first three quarters were bad to watch. Bad to watch. You're down to Snoop Huntley's going up there and cooking you essentially.
Tyler Huntley, that too.
Yeah, Tyler Huntley, Snoop Huntley, same guy. My only qualm and response would be the Patriots have a lot of injuries going right now, and we saw a bunch go down that game. So I think when you have Milton Williams back, Spillane back, when you get Will Campbell back, when you get all these guys healthy again, I think they're going to look a lot closer to what we saw in the middle of that 10-game win streak when they were just going out there, getting the job done. It wasn't pretty. It wasn't like going out there and just blowing teams out, but it was getting the job done completely in the way that they needed to get those wins. So I get your concern, but I think a lot of it can be injury based. And I don't want to say like, oh, they had a bad. Not every Sunday is going to be your Sunday, but I think again they had 11 Sundays where they were winning every single week, and they were just playing almost. I don't want to say almost perfect football, but they were playing really good football to win those games. Convincingly is the word I've been looking for all episode. And now they're kind of teetering off a bit, which should have you worried. But I think when the injuries come back, especially with these two tune-up jokes of a game against the Jets and the Dolphins, with I don't want to say mail it in, and I know that's what you're looking at me right now, Sarah, with that look in the hand, like, oh, don't call them jokes of a game because any given Sunday. Yeah. But if you go out there and lose to the Jets with Brady Cook and the Dolphins with Quinn Ewers, like that is embarrassing. Unless Devon Achane runs for 500 yards in 2 weeks, you shouldn't lose either of those games.
Yeah,
you can look at it that way with the injuries. If you want to blame the injuries for this game and why we struggled so much, but then you got to think about it. You let Tyler Huntley and DeAndre Hopkins absolutely smoke you, and also Zay Flowers when he had Christian Gonzalez covering him. Like, sure, you can blame a little bit on injuries, but like, are you still going to blame your entire team for putting up big numbers for allowing big numbers against DeAndre Hopkins, Tyler Huntley, and then Zay Flowers with one of the best secondary players in the league right now? That to me is not a good look.
I agree. I don't think we looked like a strong team. Like we looked like we did when we played the Raiders the opening week. Like that was not the confidence boost that I needed because we looked great for our 10-game win streak. That was like the Patriots I know, the Patriots I love, with just being so close to the playoffs, and we're letting this happen. Yes, we came back in the fourth quarter, and I'm so happy that we won. But like Josh said, I don't want that. I'd rather be up in the fourth quarter than chasing in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, but you can't always be front runners in every single game.
I know.
So I'm not too upset that it happened because it was good experience to come back from a.
The problem isn't just like being like having the game close. The problem is that it was a 7-7 team going into this game. Lamar Jackson goes down, and you're letting
second string
a veteran old wide receiver cook you, a backup quarterback throwing for a lot of yards,
yeah.
and your best cornerback isn't living up to his hype. That's my issue.
I will give you Gonzo. Gonzo's got no excuse if they're getting cooked by.
that was.
He's better than Zay Flowers, and he's definitely better than DeAndre Hopkins. I don't want to say worried at all about Gonzo, but I've been confused by a lot of the Gonzo stuff this year. Why he isn't just always manned up against the number one receiver on the other team. Why he's not in press coverage more often, or just, aggressive man coverage, because he can play that type of role. And again, I would have loved to see the intensity in the edge we saw against the Giants.
Mm-hmm.
Still waiting to see that bounce back at some point in time, but we'll see. There's still 2 weeks left to go in the NFL season. A lot of different playoff scenarios are playing out each and every single week that we're going to have to keep track of, and keep an eye on the playoff predictor, who can clinch and this and that. The division's still up for grabs. I believe if they win, the Bills lose, it's over. And even if they win, it's over. They get the AFC East. So there'll be hat and t-shirt game coming up for the Patriots as well. Hopefully they can win this time. But let's get to our predictions for the week, because this is going to be a very quick episode, because we all have things to do on Christmas Eve. So Josh, can we get an updated score? Because I feel like we haven't done that in a very long time with only 2 weeks left to go.
So I didn't do it last week.
You didn't keep track of the games last week?
No, I kept track of them.
You just didn't count it up yet?
I didn't count it up.
Do you have what we were going into last week? What's your most recent numbers?
Yes. I have week. Hold on. I scrolled down too far. Hang on. Okay, I have week 15.
All right. So what was the scores of week 15?
Week 15, it is 1. What do you think it is?
Just tell me what the difference is.
I think Josh is winning.
You're wrong. We're tied.
We're tied as of week 15?
Yeah.
All right,
Crazy.
so there's 2 weeks left in the season.
You blew your 8-point lead you had in week 1.
Are we going into playoffs like last year? Or is this a regular season thing?
I'd say we do it. Why not? We
All
did
right,
it
so
last year.
I was thinking we could reset in playoffs so Sarah can be on the same level as us.
Well, if you want to do 2 separate ones, we can.
Maybe we'll do like a little
continue
half side pot. We'll do a side pot with Sarah.
Okay.
So that way we'll.
Wait, no, but then Sarah's not going to take the Patriots though, so she's not even going to have.
We're gonna have to tell her that she has to pick the games.
Okay.
No, I will never pick a Patriots game.
Right,
So there
she
you go.
won't say it, but we'll put her down for it, because we know she's not going to pick against them.
No, you can't.
We'll figure it out.
I'm so serious. You cannot. My superstitions kicked in last week. I screamed at my boyfriend's sister to stay upstairs. She came downstairs. I said, "Go back up."
Wait, so you'll have a superstition of not for picking the Patriots, but not for picking Trevor?
Well, no. Because my happiness doesn't
You care more
rely.
about Trevor. We get it. You care
My
more about
happiness
Trevor.
doesn't rely on Trevor Lawrence. My happiness relies on the Patriots winning. And these superstitions are so set in stone in me because I've been a Patriots fan for 24 years. I've been a Trevor Lawrence fan for 10. So one outweighs the other.
All right, we'll have to figure this out at some point in time. But right now, Josh, let's get to the Christmas.
I'll just be a point down. I don't care.
All right, if she beats us without picking a game, it's gonna be embarrassing. Let's get to the Christmas Day games, because these games are terrible. Let's get through these real quick.
Yeah. First of all, 3 games tomorrow: 1 o'clock, 4:30, and 8:15. All that terrible Christmas slate. I think these games were definitely made before the season started, because
They all are.
Yeah.
these teams were supposed to be made.
I don't think you can flex a holiday game.
These
No,
are supposed to be big games.
these teams were supposed to be much better than they're actually listed. So 1 o'clock on Christmas Eve afternoon. Cowboys go to Washington.
Cowboys.
Give me them boys.
4:30 game.
4:30 game is
Next.
Lions. The Lions are in Minnesota.
Give me the
after they get
Lions.
screwed against the Steelers.
Just a whack ass into a game.
I know. I don't understand what happened at the end of that game.
I don't know. I saw everyone freaking out about it, but I was driving, or I was either getting home from work, or I wasn't paying attention at work.
So it was who caught the pass? Was it? I don't know,
Gainwell?
but it was
Brown?
it was like no. Lions were on offense. Goff throws the ball to someone. They're
it's the
yard.
where's
they're
number
a yard-
18, the white guy with the longest blonde hair, like a Zale or something. His last name is a Z in
Tesla?
it. Tesla. Good pull, Josh.
Yeah.
Tesla.
Ah.
Tesla, I believe is how it's said.
Yeah, he throws the pass to Tesla. Tesla is inches from the line, so it was already debate if he was in or not. I don't think he was. And then it was a lateral pass to Goff. Goff runs in for the touchdown, or jumps over people, but then they throw a flag, And like all the fans were saying it was like something to do with the Steelers defense. Like they did something wrong. Like it was a clear call on the Steelers defense.
Okay.
Refs come out and they're like offensive pass interference on the Lions, and then the Lions and then they were like, yeah, offensive pass interference on the Lions, game over. And
That's
the Lions lost by like
crazy.
2.
That's crazy. See, I've heard more offensive pass interference calls this year than any other season of my life.
The refs are always terrible. It always comes at this point in the season where we're like, man, refs are horrible.
I fucking hate them.
They're
My
horrible.
sister,
They're having too much nog.
I know.
Puka
My
Nacua
sister
got
called
fined
me
big
at the
for it.
end. Annie called me at the end of the Patriots game and goes, "That game was bullshit."
If they had lost, I wouldn't have blamed it on the refs. But like,
No. I
wouldn't either.
Booty was a DPI, but they don't call
We're
it.
just me personally, I'm just sick and tired of us getting called on some like bullshit thing, but then there's like blatant pass interference or holding and it just doesn't get called.
Yeah, there's been a few
Like,
big missed calls
that's
against the Pats.
stressing me. Like if you're gonna call something where he's like touching his finger to his shoulder and you're like, oh, pass interference. When Matt Collins is in a freaking chokehold, can you call pass interference, please?
It has to do with like the way they're looking at the ball or whatnot. I don't know. But the
So,
refs are bad. I'm not
he's
against you. The refs are bad.
Restraining your arms, that's
The refs, I'm not going to disagree. The refs are bad. I'm just trying to give you a little bit of an explanation here. Josh, what's the last game that we have on Christmas Day?
At 8:15, I thought it was 8:20. At 8:15, after prime nog time, after you are diluting yourself of the nog, you have the Broncos in Kansas City.
Broncos.
Taking the Broncos.
taking the Broncos. I was gonna say this could have been a good game.
It could have been a great game.
It could have been a really good game.
I think this is a
It
good
could have
game.
helped us.
I think
All
this
of-
is a good game right here. Oh wait, I was gonna say next game. Were you gonna?
All
add
of these
something?
games could have been great. Injuries killed these games.
I know.
Injuries and where they are in the season is. But again,
No.
you can't predict that 3 months ago. You can give your best shot. What's the next game, Josh?
We have 2 Saturday games. The Texans go to Los Angeles for the Chargers.
Give me the Chargers.
Give me the Texans.
Give me. Oh no, I need Lad McConkey. We need Lad McConkey. So give me the Chargers.
All right, what's the other Saturday? So this game's at 4:30. What's the night game?
This is at 8:00 at night. Ravens go to Green Bay.
Fun.
Green
Give me
Bay. I don't think Lamar's.
that's
I
fun.
don't know if Lamar's back, and even then, give me Green Bay.
Yeah, I'll take the Packers. That game's on Peacock.
Yeah, all the
Good.
Christmas Day games are on Netflix.
Two-
I think the last one's on Prime.
Yes. So the 1:00 and 4:30 are Netflix. The 8:15's on Prime.
Yeah, I'll be watching the NBA.
That's crazy. Just
NBA.
put it
I
on
mean.
freaking CBS.
You know how much money Netflix had to pay for that, though?
Yeah, I know. That's why it's ridiculous. And you know how much money we have to pay for Netflix to get it?
Yeah, it's all. I mean, again, at all of these deals, Sarah, the consumer gets the short of the stick.
So stupid.
Netflix
And then
is
all
trying to-
these people, my friend lives out in Washington State, and I was talking to him about it. He's like, I pay $700 something for Sunday ticket on YouTube TV, and I still can't watch the Patriots.
Yeah, it's just again at every turn the consumer gets screwed, and he gets screwed because he's so far away. It's tough for him. You can't get
Yeah.
the local broadcast out there. It kind
Yeah.
of stinks for him because he can't get. I
He
know on
has-
YouTube TV we get that.
Because after 4 years of being here, I'm low-key a Seahawks fan now. I'm like, fair.
It's kind of a fun team to watch. They had a big win against the Rams. Some would say Puka Nacua would say that the Seahawks got helped out by the referees, and Puka Nacua got heavily fined for that one as well. He had a bad week last week. But what's the next game, Josh?
The Bucks go to Miami.
And we're on Sunday now, right?
Yeah, we're back
Alright.
on Sunday.
Give me the
regular schedule.
Bucks because I believe Week 18.
I'll take the Bucks.
I believe Week 18 is Bucks Panthers for the division, which would be cool.
Oh yeah, that would be good.
But the Panthers have to win this week, I think, too. But yeah, give me the Bucks.
The Patriots go to MetLife Stadium.
I mean, come on, Patriots. She's not going to pick. Let's move on.
I'm not gonna pick this one.
The Steelers go to Cleveland.
Steelers, and I really hope Myles Garrett gets the sack record this week. I want it. He'll get it this or next week, but I want it to happen against Aaron Rodgers. It'd be so funny.
I want it to happen to Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take the Steelers.
Trevor versus Phillip Rivers.
Trevor.
Oh man, Phillip Rivers didn't even play bad against the 49ers. It's just the Niners
He doesn't look bad.
He honestly had a few dots in there, but he just looks so fat in his jersey and pads. It's a bad look.
Well, they pulled him out of his freaking retirement. What'd you expect?
He came out of retirement. They didn't pull him out. Did you see when they kept cutting back to his suite? There was like 1,000 people in there, like his suite with his family at the game.
I didn't see that.
Oh, you gotta find the picture. It's like each time they cut, like more and more people showed up in his suite. It's like more kids, significant others, like grandkids. It's hilarious.
Doesn't he coach like a football team?
I'm pretty sure he coaches like a high school football team, which is I don't want to say how he got the job back, but he runs the same offense, like offensive system that Shane Steichen runs. So he knows the system, and he also knows the players because he used to play there 5 years ago. So it makes a lot of sense to bring him back.
It makes sense. Yeah.
Like theoretically, it makes sense, but I'm still gonna take the Jags. Although I think Grandpa Phillip Rivers is due for one win in this like comeback round.
Don't let it be against Trevor.
He's so funny.
No.
I would laugh so hard. What's the next game, Josh?
The Saints go to Tennessee. Give me the Saints.
Yeah, Tyler Shuck's low-key not a bad QB, and I feel like I've said this every single week since he started, but he's actually might be the QB down there for a while.
Sarah doesn't care.
Nope. Wait, during playoffs, am I going to actually have to pick teams, or am I not allowed to say I don't care?
Yes.
Yes.
It's also going to be like good games.
That's true.
Yo, underrated game of the week right here. Seahawks versus Panthers, bro.
I'm going Seahawks.
Seahawks, but I really want the Panthers.
I was going to say, I also really want the
They're
Panthers.
likable.
They are.
Bryce Young was on the verge of losing his job. Ted McMillan, high draft pick, fun to watch. Rico Dowdle again, just kind of it's a bunch of journeymen.
Rico Dowdle has not been doing much for me, and I'm kind of mad at him.
It's just a bunch of journeymen popping out of nowhere.
Yeah, they're just
Cardinals
life.
go to Cincinnati.
Give me the Bengals.
Yeah, Bengals. Joe Burrow had a really good week last week. He's having fun again.
Up against the Dolphins.
Joe Burrow went from sad Burr to fun Burr. Somebody sent an OnlyFans model to his crib, and he's back.
The Giants go to Las Vegas. Give me the Raiders.
Give me the Giants. The Raiders are the worst team in the league.
Giants.
The Raiders are terrible.
God, he needs to go to another team because I'm actually starting to like him.
Is that the last game of the week?
No.
No, not far from it.
3 more.
Dummy. The Eagles, Bills in Buffalo.
Ew.
It'd be really cool if the Eagles get the win here. I'm taking the Eagles.
I'm going to take the Bills because I don't like Nick Sirianni in the cold.
I'm taking the Bills because I hate the Eagles, but I hate the Bills.
All right.
That'll be a good game, though.
Will be a good game.
The Bears go to San Francisco.
The Bears.
Give me the Bears. They had a
Niners.
great win in overtime against the Packers last week. Caleb Williams he had that ball on a rope for the game-winning touchdown to DJ Moore. That ball was on a rope.
And
going through TikTok and seeing the Bears fans react, that was great.
And then Monday Night Football, the matchup of the week.
Really?
The Rams play the almighty, the strong, the mighty, the legendary Falcons.
Yeah, give me the Rams.
Give me the Rams.
I don't know why I glazed.
You should have gone, and I was like, I feel like the only team he hasn't mentioned yet, because I don't have it up in front of me, and I couldn't have told you. And I was like, I don't think we've mentioned the Falcons, and the Falcons kind of suck. So yeah, give me the Rams. I think we're all going the Rams there. That's our predictions. Josh will get the weekly tally up for next week. Let's get to sightseeing. I don't know why it's glitching out. There we go. It just doesn't want to play the sightseeing open. That's great. Really appreciate this on Christmas Day.
Shopping.
I want to go shopping.
Sarah always wants to go shopping.
I do. I haven't gone shopping. Actually, I went Christmas shopping the other day. It was really fun.
All right, let's try this one last time.
Oh my god.
There we go. This is the right one.
Mackie, want to go shopping?
All right, sightseeing. We do it every single week. We look at around the NFL slate. We pick which game we think will be the best game of the week and which game we think will be the worst game of the week. Sarah, let's start with you because we know how this is going to go.
Wait, I thought it was just the game that we wanted to see this week, and
one game we want to see. A game you think is going to be good, the best game of the week.
Okay, the game I really want to see this week is actually.
Holy
surprise,
shit!
surprise.
She's doing the segment. No, she's not.
The Chiefs versus the Broncos.
Wow.
Yo, what?
Wait a minute. Why?
What?
I want to see if their third string QB can pull something out of his ass and beat the Broncos because that will help me.
Okay. This will be the first time since the third week you've actually participated in this segment.
I know. And then, of course, I'm going to watch Trevor and the Patriots. But that's a given. And then the game that I really don't give a shit about is everything else.
All right, well, at least we got half of the segment. We got half of it. She at least gave us a game that she actually wants.
I'll probably... Well, it depends. Like, it depends on... What am I doing on Sunday? The 28th? I don't think I'm doing anything. I'm watching football. So, yeah, I'll definitely watch the Jets and the Jags. And then maybe if I'm not bored, I'll throw on the Eagles-Bills.
All right, so we still need to get... And then everything else you don't care about?
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, well, we got halfway, and we're 17 weeks into the season? 16 weeks into the season? 17 weeks into the season. She's done. Yeah, I know, Josh. I feel a little 6-7 in there by accident. 17 weeks into the season, and Sarah has participated in maybe 4 sightseeings all the way, and she's halfway, so we'll give her 3.5.
I'm not gonna lie.
Lost you right there. It could be my connection, though.
I said I'm not gonna lie. Sorry that I like what I like.
Right. Josh, what do you want? What games do you want to stop to see this week, and which games do you not want to stop to see?
I am punching my ticket into the Seahawks versus the Panthers. The Panthers are so fun to watch, and I also love watching the Seahawks this season. I think they've been fantastic. So
they play really well.
I think, sure, I could have gone with Eagles, Bills, Super Bowl contenders. No, bro, give me the Seahawks versus the Panthers. I want that as my Christmas game, but no. We got these dumpster fires over here.
Hey.
And what game did you say you don't want to see?
Man, I was going to go with the Christmas games, but I know I'm going to be watching the Christmas games because my family, my extended family would like to watch the football games more than the NBA games. So I would like to watch the NBA, but I think a lot of people, I think I'm out of the majority rule here. So we have to go with the pivot. Let's be honest. Cardinals and Bengals.
Yeah.
I want to see it. I want to see it. A depressed Joe Burrow against the Cardinals.
No, he's fun Joe Burrow now. He's happy. He has an OnlyFans model. He's getting his OnlyFans model roster back. That's what he's doing.
Like, what are we doing? I don't care. I'm like Sarah right now.
So everybody's got to play 18 weeks worth of games. That's what it comes down to.
I'd rather watch the Saints play the Titans.
Sneaky, don't disagree. Like, I think I'll gamble on the Cardinals game because I think it'll be high scoring, and I think you can get a lot of good touchdown bets going on that one.
Bengals game is high scoring because you got Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase against a team that has no defense to play against.
Well, when they played the Ravens not on Thanksgiving, they scored 0 points. So, and the Ravens only scored 24. All right, but good games this week, Josh. I am gonna go with my games I don't want to watch, and that will be all 3 of the Christmas Day games. I'm not picking a single one because they all suck equals amounts. I'm not going to watch a single one of them. I'm going to watch the NBA because the NBA slate looks really good for Christmas Day, and I'm going to watch basketball instead of football on Christmas because football belongs on Sundays, not Thursdays mornings.
Yes.
It's freaking Christmas.
And I'm going to watch the NBA.
Christmas belongs to the NBA.
It should.
Thanksgiving belongs.
I'm so thankful that I have a football family.
NFL gets Thanksgiving.
It needs to be.
That's fair.
And then it used to be the NBA on Christmas. And now the NFL is.
If I'm at my family's house and they're getting on my nerves, I can walk away and I can just watch some football, get my anger out. And then they're like, "Why are you so angry?" And I can just blame it on football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to watch these games. They're terrible games. I'm going to watch the NBA. You got LeBron versus KD. You got Steph versus Group of Flag. You got Donovan Mitchell versus Jaylen Brunson. You got a good slate of games for the NBA. I'm not going to watch football.
If I got into basketball, I think I probably would make that choice too. But
all we gotta do is we gotta find Sarah the Trevor Lawrence of the NBA.
Told you, bro. Kelly Olynyk.
Who's from Clemson?
I don't know any. Text Duff.
Clemson's not very good at basketball. TV.
I'm looking it up. Who are some NBA players from Clemson?
Well, Josh does that. The game I will be stopping to see this week is the Texans versus the Chargers. You have two teams competing for one of those bottom half of the AFC wildcard positions. Texans could move up to a 3. They're gonna probably be the 3 seed.
That'd be nice.
Hold that down. It'd be cool if the Texans are the 3 seed, so the Patriots don't have to play them, which would be awesome. And I wouldn't mind getting the Chargers in the back half of a playoff series as well, of the playoff bracket as well. I don't think they're that good. They just don't have enough talent around Justin Herbert, in my personal opinion. But they are defensively sound because they have John Harbaugh, as their coach. But that does it for sightseeing. Josh, you have an answer?
Yeah, Sarah, you do not have a good selection of players from Clemson in the NBA.
Well,
You do
Well, that's
not
okay
have.
because Trevor Lawrence isn't good in the NFL.
honestly,
Ooh, got him.
hope you get Cole tomorrow.
I've gotten Cole before in my stocking.
I believe it.
Santa has given me Cole before.
You got Cole.
I got
Mac,
Cole before.
Was it like the gum Cole?
No, it was legit Cole.
Like, was that like you? Was it only Cole, or was it just like a?
Well, I got like other things, but on the bottom of the bag there was like 2 or 3 pieces of Cole.
Nice.
But I have also gotten gum Cole and chocolate Cole. I wasn't an easy kid growing up, at all.
What did you know? Like, I don't really imagine that either.
What? That I wasn't an easy child?
You were
Yo, props to your mom.
literally.
He's screaming for
for
his mom right now.
He's calling to his mom.
Yeah, because Tom says ma.
I know. I could tell by his mouth.
Yeah,
Okay, bye.
He screams ma. He's gonna go get his mom now.
He's going to get his mom.
His lovely mother.
Is he trying to prove that he was a bad child?
Ma's not home to confirm that I wasn't an easy child to deal with.
Okay. I don't know why you would want to prove that.
I'm just trying to want people to know I'm not
Hey
a liar.
guys, I'm Tom. I was a terrible
Not a liar.
child
I wasn't
growing up.
terrible. I just wasn't the easiest
No,
child
I
growing up.
believe you. That's hard to believe.
Just because I don't drink and smoke doesn't mean I wasn't easy to grow. It doesn't mean I wasn't the easiest kid growing up. But let's move on. There is a little, speaking of the NBA, there's a little NBA I want to talk about because Jaylen Brown yesterday in his post-game press conference said that this was his favorite year of his career. And I don't want to be someone that's trying to drive a wedge between Tatum and Brown because I want them to play together forever. But you can't help but hear that and go, he doesn't want Tatum to come back this year, I'm assuming. If he's calling this his favorite year of his career, over the year they won the championship, he's gotta not want to lose that number 1 role that he has when Tatum's out, right, Josh?
It's concerning, yeah. I'm trying to think of ways to pivot around it to see if there's like some other meaning or why he would say that. But like obviously media and drama, you immediately go to he wants to stay as the number 1 option, and it's kind of I hate that. Like I hate how that's what I'm alluding to, because obviously that means if this were to go further down the line in the future, there's the possibility of the Jays breaking up, which I absolutely hate the idea of that because I think they're the best duo in the league. I will not right now, obviously, because Tatum's out, but you get what I mean.
Yeah, it's concerning. It is very concerning. Sarah, to put this in NFL terms, it would be if
Gronk wanted out.
It would be when Edelman and Amendola were here. When say Edelman was out for a season, and Amendola was like, he's putting up career numbers, and he's like, this is my favorite year of all time. After they had just won a Super Bowl 2 years ago, you would be concerned that this guy doesn't want the other guy to come back.
See, I wouldn't think of it that way. I would think, you know what? He's saying, this is my time to shine. I'm showing you what I am capable of. And that's why it's my favorite year, because I'm doing the best I have personally.
But don't you think once Tatum comes back, Brown's not going to want to sacrifice that role that he has? Because he's the clear-cut number 1 option, best player on the team. When Tatum comes back, Brown's not Tatum.
I know. And
so is he going to want to slot back into that number 2 option?
Well, put yourself in his shoes. Would you want, if you had everything you ever wanted right there in front of you, and you're getting the fucking media's attention, you're getting your career high stats, you're getting like everything you've ever wanted and more, all because your best friend stepped out of the way for you or got hurt? Like, you wouldn't want that. You wouldn't want him to come back either, but I think he's going to suck it up and he's going to stay because that's what's best for the team and best for him.
Do you think it's just him maybe trying to stir up something in the media? And do you think it's like he's just saying it maybe because he's trying to prove the haters wrong? Because going into the season, biggest question was, can Brown be a number 1 option? Brown can't be a number 1 option. The Celtics are going to be a mid-team at most. They're going to be like a play-in team at most with Jason Tatum out because the rest of the roster sucks. Do you think it's just like he's getting the joy out of proving the haters wrong by saying I can be a number 1 option and our team is still good? So he's just kind of giving like the whole media and the rest of the NBA he's just giving them the bird saying we're proving you wrong.
That is the only way to spin this positively, Josh. That's the one thing
And
you can.
that's what
That's the one way you can think of it. To go, you know what? It's his favorite year because he's proving everybody wrong.
That's what I'm
And then
trying
when
to do.
Tatum comes back, he'll still be appreciated, but he'll understand. Like, yeah, it's not 1-2. It's 1A, 1B, which I think is all obviously, I think all he really wants is to be the 1A. But I think he also knows deep down when Tatum's there, he's never going to be the 1A. But if you can make it seem more where it's like a 1A, 1B, where he deserves that Finals MVP that he got, even though I still don't think he does. I think blatantly Tatum was better in that series, no matter what. But we can argue that a different day, Josh. I think that's what he wants, and that might be the only reason it's his favorite year because he's quieting the haters.
And that's what I'm gonna hope for like going forward is that it's not.
That's what Josh wants for Christmas.
Yes, that's what I want for Christmas is that Tatum is just not Tatum. Brown is just proving the haters wrong, and it's not just the future of this team and where Brown will be heading after his contract is potentially up in the.
I mean, I can't say much because like I don't have a ton of basketball knowledge. I think every single human being has a little bit of vanity in them. And I think maybe he just is appreciating the spotlight.
I think it's like just very like.
I don't think he's saying I never want to play with Tatum again because he's going to take the spotlight off of me. I think he's just saying this is his favorite year because it has been about him. When they won the championship, last year?
2 years ago.
2 years ago? It was all about Tatum. Every single headline, Tatum did it. Tatum brings Boston Celtics to the championship. You gotta see it from his point of view. Like this season, it's about him. He's getting.
Tatum comes back.
I feel like actually a lot of conversation has been what's wrong with this team and when does Tatum come back. I think it's been very quiet noise that he's had a great December.
You know what? Let him have it. Because the second that Jason Tatum walks back into that court, it's all going to be all eyes on him.
I also think it's a little anxious to think about of Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum potentially breaking up in the near future just because this has been the best Boston sports team since the last Patriots Super Bowl. And obviously they brought you a championship. They've been the best team. They've been the most consistent while, the Patriots they had to deal with Mac Jones, the quick year hiatus. And now
the Patriots, Red Sox, and Bruins have all fallen short.
Yeah, okay, now you have Drake May rising, but we still have so much more to prove. The Bruins are good one days, but then the worst team ever another day.
So
and then
cold.
The Red Sox right now are just a complete lack of activity right now, unless you want to throw in Contreras, but everyone has a different opinion on that one right now. So it's the fact that Boston sports are hearing that Brown is, stirring drama with Tatum, it's well, can you not? Because we don't really have anywhere else to go right now because you're the only ones that will pretty much bring us a championship. Mm-hmm. But if you want to talk about the Patriots week.
Real quick before we get to the last thing on the bucket list today, before we get out of here, I don't want to sound like a manifesting, but if you had to put money on it, does Tatum finish his career as a Celtic? No doubt in my mind. Just Jaylen Brown.
No. And I hate that I just said that.
I don't think he does either, Josh.
I hate that I just said that. I am ashamed. I am ashamed that I just said that. I hate myself for that. Because the reason I say that is because I've had my heart broken once.
We know.
And from what? How do you know from what? No, not smart.
IT.
I've had my heart broken once of an NBA of a Boston legend leaving or / being traded. And because that happened, I had so much faith that Isaiah Thomas was going to be a Celtic for life. He would bring us to the end. When we drafted Tatum, Isaiah Thomas was still on the team. Mind you, we didn't trade for Kyrie yet. So it was supposed to be Isaiah Thomas and Jason Tatum together. That was the original plan was. And then we fucking traded Isaiah Thomas away. My heart was broken. I was completely I was out of commission for a while. And so because of that, because I know there is no security with anyone, look what just happened to Luka. I could 100% see the Celtics possibly trading Jaylen Brown if the age gets up there, the contract is too big, or if it's just simply
He wants to be. He wants out and wants to be. He wants to lead his own team.
He wants out and wants to be the number one option on his own team. I could see both those ways happening because I was heartbroken when Isaiah Thomas was traded.
I could see
no one is safe.
I could see something similar to what happened with Marshawn. Like maybe he would like say next season. I don't know what his contract is because I don't know anything about basketball.
Very big.
But I'm saying like, what if he is asking, "What the hell do you want, Jesus?" Sorry. I could see. I just lost my train of thought. Oh, I could see him after this year. You said he's putting up like the best stats he has in a while.
Yeah, he's putting up career numbers.
Yeah, so he could go into negotiations and be like, "Hey, I want more money." Blah 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 blah, and then be like, "Well, we're not gonna." Pretty much the same thing that happened with Marshawn contract wise. But then I could also see if he keeps going with this like narrative that this is his best, like his most fun season, like kind of like starting drama, stirring the pot. No coach wants to deal with that. So I could see that also getting him.
Especially Joe Mazzulla wouldn't deal with any media.
Like he's very like no shit.
Joe Mazzulla is the last person to deal with media
guys
drama.
It's snowing.
Yes,
it's been snowing.
I just noticed.
I'm in the basement, so I don't have any windows.
I know, that's why I told you.
Snowing when I went to work this morning. Yeah, if you had to tell me
last night.
If you had to tell me like life on the line, yes or no, does Brown finish his career as a Celtic? If you're wrong, you die. I think I'd say no, but I don't want it to happen more than anything in the world. I want the Jays to play here in Boston for their entire career. I want them to go into the rafters together where they belong.
I think that what you.
I don't know him, but I feel like Jaylen Brown isn't like a very dramatic person.
I think.
So I don't think.
Depends on how you want to look at it. I don't think
he's gonna like cause a scene to the point where he has to get traded. You know what I mean?
He's very outspoken. I don't know. I wouldn't say he's drama. He's very outspoken.
Like he's not gonna let someone walk over him, but he's also not gonna outrage.
Self-respect for yourself.
Yeah. I do think that the Raptors thing, Tom, what you just said, I think the Raptors thing is honestly inevitable at this point, considering they won a championship for the first time since 2008. I honestly think Tatum and Brown might already have their numbers already locked in for when they retire.
Oh, absolutely. Dude, if KG went up there, they're going in there.
Yeah, I think the two...
Who?
Kevin Garnett.
I'm not starting this conversation again.
No, we don't have the time for that
No.
Well, I didn't know who KG was.
Kevin
I know
Garnett.
who he is, but I didn't know what it stood.
No, but I think if you're concerned about the Raptors thing, I think you're fine with. I think you'll see a number 0 and a number 7 up there.
Yeah, nobody else will ever win.
We want to talk about number 4.
Number 4 won't go up there. It won't. You got to win a championship in Boston, pretty much.
Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah, you got to win a champ. He wasn't here long enough, in my personal opinion, either.
Hey man,
you know how I feel about. You know how I feel about retiring numbers, Josh.
Hey man, the Celtics have a lot of retired numbers.
They have way too many retired numbers up there. Way too many.
Either unretire some of those numbers or put number 4 up there. That's my argument.
Slap in the face though. Like, hey, like we retired your number, but now we're gonna unretire it because we have this new young talent that wants your number.
Well, if you have guys, they have guys from like the 50s up there.
Yeah.
Okay, fair. Yeah.
If you have that many numbers retired, I either want number 4 up there or you gotta take some numbers off, man. And there is no way you have some of those guys up there and you're not gonna put Isaiah Thomas.
And what they can do is they already have it up there. Instead of retiring like the number, they retired the name. They put the name up in the rafters because I think it was number 17. I want to say Losky is the last name. It's up there in the rafters. And then Dave Cowens wore 17. Pretty sure it was Cowens wore 17. And then that number went up in the rafters in the 70s. So it's been done before where this guy was like, somebody else can wear the number. They retire his name. They put his name up in the rafters. And then somebody else ironically wore his number and then went up in the rafters. I'm pretty sure it's 17 with like Losky and Cowens. But anyways, real quick before we get out here. In the spirit of Christmas, we're gonna go around the podcast room real quick. Favorite Christmas song, best Christmas movie. Sarah, you may start.
Why do I have to start?
Because you're the first one on my screen.
Fuck.
And ladies first. We're not a misogynistic show.
I think that's the first. No, it's not the first time I swore today. I'm doing better though.
You're working on it.
I am. I'm doing better. Oh wait. So favorite Christmas song
and favorite Christmas movie.
Oh God, Kristen. Give me a Christmas song. No, that song's terrible. Can it be a holiday song?
Christmas song.
Did you hear her?
Grandma fell out.
Grandma got run over by a reindeer.
All right, that's your favorite Christmas song? Is that your mom?
Yes.
I love the cameo. I love the cameo.
That's my mom. And then favorite Christmas movie is a tie between Home Alone 2, or just the Home Alone movie, the first two Home Alone movies,
Spoiler.
and Lampoon's National Christmas Vacation.
Two really good movies by Sarah right there.
Tom, you have to go off that. I already know your answer.
You already know. Home Alone 2 is the best Christmas movie of all time. That is the
movie.
Only Christmas movie Nate and I will watch every single year. None of the other ones will watch. Like, maybe we'll watch Elf one year, but it's not like every year we have to watch it. Every year we have to watch Home Alone 2. That movie is hysterical. It is
the bricks. I piss myself every single year.
That's the best part of the movie. That's the best part of the movie, is hucking the bricks.
Did you see it was like an NFL meme account, and it was the Ravens were on the ground where Marvin, Harry, and Kevin was the Patriots chucking the bricks, and it was like what happened in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, it is just the greatest Christmas movie of all time. And then the greatest Christmas song of all time. It was tough because recently, like the last few days, I've been really into The Night That Santa Went Crazy by Weird Al. It's just it's the funniest song. Weird Al makes a bunch of like parody songs, is what he's known for.
Okay.
Like he took Michael Jackson's Bad and he made it Fat, is what he called it. So instead of I'm bad, it was I'm fat.
I'm fat, yeah.
Beat It by Michael Jackson became Eat It. So he's like, all these parody songs is what Weird Al's kind of known for. And the
is this guy who does the fried chicken song?
Maybe. I'm not like the most up to date on my Weird Al, but I know of him.
What's the song? No, you showed me it at MLN. We played it in the ops office. The guy who's like, I need some fries.
No, that's a parody of Rod Wave, because Rod Wave is a large individual, and somebody took like
fries
Hot and Ice, or one of his songs, and they remixed it to Fries and Chicken. No, that's just some dude on YouTube.
Okay.
This is like an actual artist, is like what he was known for. So The Night That Santa Went Crazy has been my favorite as of late, but my favorite all time, hands down, Santa Claus Is Coming to Town by the Boss, Bruce Springsteen. You cannot beat that song whatsoever. It's just perfect. Perfect down to the very last minute detail.
Shout out that TV series. Their season 5 is coming out.
The Boys season 5 in April. Dude, 2026. Did you see we're gonna get Avengers Doomsday and Dune 3 on the same day?
Dude,
it's gonna be Doomsday.
I have to be honest. I have not seen a Marvel movie since Spider-Man: No Way Home.
Yeah, they've low-key been lacking, but you have plenty of time to catch up before Doomsday. And then, Sarah, have you seen the Dune movies, Sarah? D-U-N.
No,
oh, you gotta watch Dune 1 and 2. You gotta watch. Dune 1 is kind of a little bit of an issue to get through, still a good movie, but the way it sets the scene for Dune 2.
Someone's gonna have to give me Adderall for this.
No, it is.
I have the attention span of a 5-year-old child.
We went to see Dune 2 in the theater. It was myself, twin brother Nate, my father Paul, and then our buddy Evan Thomas, shout out. We went to go see it. And in the middle of the movie, there's this big scene, like, right as Act 3 begins, there's this big scene where Timothée Chalamet's character's like hyping everybody up. He has this big speech, and then they all start chanting in the movie. And then Evan, sitting on my left, hits me and looks over, taps me on the shoulder and goes, "Yo, what's your dad doing?" And I look over to my right, and my dad is chanting with them and fist bumping in the theater with them. So when Dune 3 got announced, Evan texted me, he was like, "I don't care what we're doing. When we see Dune 3, your dad has to come with. Don't play the Lisa Nalgayi video of me with my shirt off, bro. It's gonna look terrible on the pod." That's me in my Dune outfit in the suite.
You're so
Do
weird.
I have pants on? I have shorts on. I was like, where are my pants?
Is that Mark?
Yeah.
Tom would just go around in the suite. Like, look at him.
That's what they wear in Dune. That's what they wear.
He would go around in either his blanket, dressed up in like a cloak, or he would walk around with a paper bag on, just quoting Dune in whatever language they speak.
I will say, I'm more of an Avatar girl.
I haven't seen the new Avatar yet.
I've never seen the new Avatar movie.
Annie and I are gonna go, I think, on Friday.
Well, let me know if it's good, because I usually just watch it on Disney+. I
really liked the second one. The first one, it was just, I've seen so many times that I'm just like, eh.
But yeah, I've only seen them both once. But Josh,
I love the ocean, so the second one was perfect.
Yeah, well, we gotta get you on. You might not like Dune because it's all about sand. It's not sand, but yeah, it's a great movie. You gotta watch. Zendaya's in it. Timothée Chalamet's in it.
Xander went to see the second one, and I'm like, you're a moron. Why are you watching the second movie to like? I feel like Dune's the type of movie where you have to see the first one.
Yeah,
and then
there is a lot of setup in the first one for like what's going on and like what. So
he went to see this 4-hour movie
It's only
with
2.5
no
hours.
context. And I'm like, oh, you're not going to get any of it.
No, it's still, I mean, it's great on its own, but you got
He
to
slept the whole thing.
Yeah,
so.
it's embarrassing. Yeah, you guys can watch it
Yeah.
together. Cute date night. But Josh, what is your favorite Christmas song and what is your favorite Christmas movie?
First of all, Elf,
Great.
overrated.
Oh, that's a bad take.
Really?
Overrated.
It's a bad take.
I'm sorry.
Hard take. My mom is not going to like that. That's her favorite movie.
I'm sorry.
It's not, honestly, it's a hard watch for me now. I've seen it so many times.
No, favorite Christmas song, Last Christmas
By Wham. Good one.
It's a good one. I listened to it in the gym, the hardstyle version. Favorite Christmas movie? All right. See, I want to put Home Alone up there.
Mm-hmm.
1 or 2. I don't care. I think they're both
Home Alone 2
hilarious.
is just superior in every aspect.
I whatever. But I love this movie so much, and I think it's gonna. I don't know if you guys are gonna like it. I think it's gonna get some hate. Jim Carrey's A Christmas Carol.
That's a good one.
So not
that
the
movie.
Grinch?
Good
Not
movie.
The Grinch.
No.
Like, another one. Another overrated one. The
The
Grinch.
No, the Grinch is good.
I love The Grinch.
I haven't seen it in a very long time.
I love Jim
my
Carrey.
like vocal stems. I quote The Grinch nonstop.
I love Jim Carrey's A Christmas Carol though.
That's the one with
It's the
like
one
the
with,
ghosts, right? It's like kind of
Yeah, it's with Scrooge. Remember
yes.
the ghost?
Okay.
Okay.
I
The
like that
ghost
movie a lot.
of Christmas past, present, and future.
Yep. That's a
And
good
he's
one.
like-
Oh, special shout out to the Polar Express.
Yeah, it's a good one.
That's a
Okay.
great one.
Hot chocolate, bro. Bro, that's the number one. Like as a child, dude, I wanted some of the hot chocolate from that train.
Same.
I just like,
In Maine, they have a Polar Express experience. It was really. It
bro,
was.
I just want like that hot chocolate looks so. That hot chocolate in the movie literally just looks like melted chocolate. And
I know. I went to like a Polar Express experience thing, and I'm pretty sure it was in Marshfield.
I don't remember it.
I'll have to do some research.
I don't know. Could have been Situate. I don't know.
But
Or,
that'll
like,
do it.
surrounding areas.
That'll do it for Duckboat Dispatch, episode number 32, the Christmas special, if you want to call it. Have a jolly, have a very merry Christmas. Happy holidays to you and yours. I will not be here next week. Sarah and Josh will do the show for the first time without me. I will be in Aruba, hopefully on a beach getting tan. I will get so sunburnt so very, very fast. It's going to be a bad shout. But make sure you subscribe on YouTube at the Duckboat Dispatch. Like, comment, subscribe. Go follow us on Instagram at the Duckboat Dispatch. Follow us on TikTok as well at the Duckboat Dispatch. Like, share, comment. Don't be mean. Sarah will respond to you in the comments. Put the hat on immediately, Josh. Oh my God, I thought you were bald for a second. Jesus Christ, put the Santa hat back on, Josh. My eyes! Oh, my eyes! Put the hat back on. Oh my God.
Oh my God, you're so mean.
It's like when you see Santa Mall smoking a cigarette outside. It's just a bad look, bro. Oh my God.
Pulls out his flash.
Yeah,
Fuck
he
you.
pulls out
I got a
he pulls out the Marlboro Reds from his back pocket outside. He's just smoking in the alleyway. It's a bad look.
Childhood ruined.
Fuck you. I
Like
just
when you
got a
see Santa
haircut.
Claus in the bathroom. Oh, it's just Mall Santa in the bathroom. It's a bad look. But be a friend, tell a friend, share with the friend that helps out. Merry Christmas to you and yours.